Actually, Maddox, you guys want to hear how slutty Maddox was in Armenia? Maddox was a slut in Armenia, too. He sure was. I almost forgot about this, but Maddox told me a bunch of stories about him being slutty in Armenia, too. Oh, gosh, Maddox just gets slutty everywhere he goes. Howdy, IR Peach 9. Oh, maybe Slip 518, maybe. Yeah, Maddox was a big old slut in Armenia. He sure was. Oh, let me tell you. Yeah, you know what? Sure, what the heck? What the heck? I could tell you guys a story about Maddox. So Maddox was in Armenia. He was only there for like 4 or 5 days. He went on 3 dates. he went on 3 dates in Armenia. And let me tell you what, these chicks were hot. He was not disappointed in the turnout in Armenia. These chicks were gorgeous. And on the last day he was there, he went on his last date. He had to go on a flight the next morning at 6 a.m. So he set up a date to meet some lady. This lady wasn't even Armenian, actually. She was Russian, and a real cute blonde Russian girl. And she was just hilarious. And they had a great time. She recommended this little wine place, this little wine chateau or something, and they got a nice dinner together. Had some kind of steak, something, and maybe tapas. I don't know, some fancy crap with a bunch of wine. It was real good. Maddox had a good time. He was having a wonderful time with this lady. And afterwards, they decided to go on a little walk, walk off the food and that sort of thing. And they're just walking around, and Maddox looks at the clock. It's around 10 p.m. and she asks when he's leaving, and he says 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. She goes, "Oh gosh, that's real soon." She goes, "Don't you need to pack?" And Maddox says, "I'm already packed, ready to go. Just need to grab my bag and I go to the airport." She goes, "Well, great. What do you want to do the rest of the night?" Maddox was just thinking, well, I got a couple ideas, but then she says, "Well, look, we're real close to where I live." Maddox is like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, I actually live just around the corner over here. If you want, maybe you can come by my place and have a drink." Maddox is thinking, okay, sure, why the heck not? So Maddox goes up to this Russian lady's apartment, and let me tell you what, it was delightful. She had her stuff together. It was beautiful. It was very neat. It was very tidy, and it seemed like she was expecting a guest. And that guest she was expecting was Maddox, because her place was ready to go. She just turned on the mood lighting immediately, poured a couple glasses of wine, and turned on the mood music. And they just were, making out, getting a little handsy. And and she says, "So you're leaving tomorrow morning, huh?" And Maddox says, "Yeah." And she goes, "Well, it'd be a shame if you left without sealing the deal." Maddox said, "Yeah, it sure would." She marched him over to her bedroom and didn't even have a wall. It was like an open floor plan or something like that. And they did. They sure did. So they both had a good old time. Yeehaw! Maddox rode that saddle. He sure did. He's a rough rider. So literally minutes after they're done having getting to know each other on an intimate level, Maddox looks at the clock. It's like 1:30, 2 a.m. And she goes, "You should probably go to the airport." And he says, "Yeah, I think so, because he needs to check in at least 2 hours before an international flight." So he gets a cab because he's still got to go to his hotel and pick up his bag. It's literally minutes after they're done getting acquainted. And she goes, "Well, that was lovely." And he says, "Yeah, it sure was." Gave her a goodbye kiss. Then got in a cab, went to his hotel, picked up his bag, and hopped on over to the airport. Made it just in time to check in. It was an absolutely fantastic trip and a good send-off in Armenia. And then he kept in touch with her every now and then. Like, he said howdy to her every now and then. And I think she ended up going back to Russia. Maybe she's in Czechoslovakia or something right now. I think she worked in some kind of intelligence or something like that. But it was quite a good trip. It sure was. Maddox met another girl in Armenia too, and then he didn't go out on a date with her in Armenia, but then she came to Los Angeles, and then Maddox did go out on a date with her, and that was a fun date too. Sure as heck was. He met her in Armenia though. Total stranger, just ended up popping into, one of his events, so that's what that happened. Oh, Daddy Dennis, I don't think so, partner. Yeah, guy with a big old dog, that's sure what happened. It sure is, sure is. Slip 5 G's